So hey, Justin, listen to the song earlier by the great Master Ace called "Me and the Biz." You remember it, right?
Yeah.
Fun little song that was in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Quick fact. So as I was listening to the song, I was bobbing to it, like the old heads probably do, back and forth leaning. I don't have a 40 right now, or whatever they preferred beverage was back then. And in one of the bars, he said, and I quote, "Slip a Mickey in her drink." This is 1991. They didn't think that was problematic now. That song might come up. I want to hear somebody play that song out loud now.
21.
No Savage.
That's just the way we're going to kick this off. Watch Talk Radio episode
21.
Episode
21. 21. 21.
His voice scares me. That kid in general scares me.
21. 21.
Yeah, just be prepared for those drops all episode long.
We're haunted by, apparently we're haunted by him right now.
21. 21.
Yes.
21.
Anyway.
We're past Halloween too. This is without warning too. That's going to be without warning too. Just him saying 21 over and over.
Yeah, man. He'd be a dope horror villain though. Like the "I know what you did last summer," instead of just saying "I keep knowing," you just get notes that say
21.
And if he's in that movie, you don't need him to have a mask on.
Nah.
21.
They're gonna be like, "What's that on his forehead?" It's a knife.
21.
It is a knife.
Same thing that's in my hand. It's a knife.
21.
It's a knife.
Anyway.
And over and over, 21.
Yep.
21.
Anyway, it was a lot of songs that have real problematic language. Rap songs that have problematic language. Like, that's one of the fascinating things about rap is nobody knows when, like, rap is like one of the last places where misogyny is still allowed because the sentiments are, well, these women do the same thing to men. And while it's not untrue, like, I mean, you got city girls,
Now City Girls' name has returned. They starting to become like the boogie women.
21.
God damn. For the past week, I've been hearing City Girls. I'm like, I've been hearing about them for years. We trying to get them banned, me and somebody else, but that ain't gonna happen. They gonna flew somebody out.
I don't want them banned, but like, be for real. Okay, so you can argue that City Girls music is demeaning of men, right?
Is it? It just sounds like they really don't want to work a job, so they rather rob you.
Yeah, which, I mean, hell, what's the difference between that and every trap rapper ever? At least they real about their shit. One of them is in jail for scamming right now, isn't she?
Yeah, and they keep saying every interview they go to, City Girls. It's like, yo,
21.
One of them is locked up, and the other one is trying to flew people out.
21.
But but for every city girl, every so-called like misandrous City Girls song, name how many misogynist lyric rappers can we name in the current era?
Probably two.
It would be faster to name the ones who aren't.
Yeah, because right now I don't know what everybody's talking about except for like Go Yard Bags or Perks or shopping. That's all I can really think about.
Everybody fucking someone bitch, which means all these women are really, really easy out here.
21.
Man, they the new rock stars, I guess, apparently. Or they just see all the diamonds they wearing that they find this. I don't know.
Yeah. But
yeah, that shit is really throwing me off. I'm like, yo, that's really throwing me off.
21.
Yo, if Kansas City wins by the time we done, yeah, you're gonna have to play that about 20 times in a row.
21.
That's Patrick Mahomes, 21.
But anyways,
Right, it's throwing you off.
No, it's not throwing me off. So we just came back from episode 21.
21.
This past weekend was Survivor Series weekend, NXT Takeover War Games.
Right.
It was in our hometown, so we got to go see it.
Let's talk about. You want to talk about Survivor Series first before we get to NXT, because NXT, that made me realize why I love pro wrestling even more.
Facts. Yeah, we can do that. You want to start off with the message you want to tell everybody?
About Survivor Series?
Yeah, what you think about the way they've been talking to each other and all this and that. What's the message you got?
So if anybody steal this, I'm gonna sue your ass, because by the time this podcast go up, it's getting patent. I don't know how to get anything patent, but I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna have that merchandise come out sooner than later. The new term from Watch Talk Radio, y'all heard it here first. I'm gonna slam it online so y'all don't steal shit.
Break it on them.
And I quote, "Kayfabe ain't dead. These hoes just scared."
21.
All Savage. Becky Lynch.
21.
I was waiting for you to hit the button. There you go. Savage. Charlotte.
21.
Savage. Kevin Dunn.
21.
Savage. I can't say shit good about the dudes. The dudes, nobody, they just like, man, we just getting these checks. I'm just Samoa Joe this there. I'm getting eliminated 10 seconds. He
21.
he might not be kayfabing with that face. That might be a shoot, because he just look like, bro, I don't even want to be here no more.
Yeah. I was talking to the homeboys that we went with, my people that I went with after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And we was talking about, the first thing we was talking about was like that whole supposed Jericho promotion he trying to get going.
Yeah.
And some people I was talking to, they were like, well, if he can get a TV deal and the right backers, a lot of people will go there. I was like, that's true. But we have no proof that Jericho knows how to run a show, how to book a card, how to do a program. We have no indication he knows how to do that for other people outside of himself.
Right.
Number two, everybody's talking about like people like Nakamura going to leave and go back to New Japan.
Yeah, because it's rumored with him and Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows ain't going nowhere. They're going to stay getting these checks. Okay, so on the pre-show, they haven't been on TV the Good Brothers haven't been on TV for 3 months.
Right.
The pop they got when they came out, you would have thought they've been on TV this whole time in a prominent position.
Well, because the real ones know. We already know, like, what's up.
Yeah, but I mean,
they were in the Bullet Club when the Bullet Club was like, all right, this is fire. Now it's just like it's a bunch of merchandising shirts, and I'm like, yeah, it's gotta die.
Yeah, like, but that's why I don't think they're going back either, because New Japan is not under Japanese ownership anymore. It's under, I believe, a European dude owns it. And
yeah, because Mark Cuban's trying to get a TV deal going on with him.
Yeah, and they've been promoting a lot more like American stars.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Japanese stars are like, well, shit, if we just want to job out to Americans, we could have went to America and got paid better.
Right. They on TV actually too. I forgot what cable station. They're actually on TV, so they do have a TV deal. They just don't have no promotion.
They got Axis.
There you go. I don't even know what the fuck Axis is. I've just seen them on TV on a Friday night. It felt like, remember back when we had ECW before they were on TNN, they were like on Madison Square Garden Network or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's like you just gotta watch late at night.
Yep. That's it.
Well, Luke ain't going back. I'm sorry, Carl ain't going back because he got 5 kids now.
He got kids.
All of them sons too? Yeah, he ain't.
Yeah.
No.
Nah. You know, you got to keep the kids fed. You got to keep wifey happy. You know, uh, I respect him too because we live in Cincinnati and not Cleveland.
What's the difference? Honestly, don't know. And I'm not even joking.
I mean, Cincinnati, I feel okay. So Cleveland people, is someone sword fighting in the background?
Yeah,
Okay.
cooking up that work. It's never like I never get the sound I need.
21. 21.
Yeah, they just listen to 21.
21.
Anyway, nah. The difference between Cincinnati and Cleveland is Cleveland people try and make you feel bad that they live in Cleveland, and Cleveland is a rough place. It's not a great place per se to live if you don't have money. But you know, it's Cleveland, bro. Anyway,
I mean, how much cheaper would it be to live in either one? I feel like anything outside of California is cheap to live in.
California, New York, Miami. Outside of California, New York, Miami.
Miami is kind of reasonable though.
It depends. But anyway, let's get back to Survivor Series. So, what was for the Survivor Series card? What was your match of the night?
What you think I'm gonna say? Serious question. What you think I'm gonna say?
Oh, you're gonna say Charlotte and Ronda?
Kayfabe ain't dead. These hoes just scared.
21.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Like I. All right, so all right, what's the best way of putting this? I think, and I was thinking about this earlier. I think this whole time we fell for the Vince McMahon trick, or at least I did. I think I fell for it because for the longest we always say, just like right now I'm watching Raw and Lucha House Party came on, even though they're on 205 Live. At this point, I'm saying to myself, has he been doing all this random shit just because the women's division is just like insanely good right now?
Well, the thing about the women's division is he's not really running it.
Right. That's Stephanie right in Triple H.
Yeah, that's Triple H and Steph all day.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Because, okay, think about everything Vince isn't running. NXT, 205, and essentially anytime the women have to do a match.
Right.
Like, bruh, every time, fire.
Right. No, I can't think of a letdown yet.
Nah. Like, okay. The match itself, before we even get to the end part, the match itself was just really good. Like, they started out fast. They were ready. They were going through it. They were going through their progressions. And it seemed really aggressive from the jump. Like, they were really they knew this was a fight. And they knew this was about more than just bragging rights to them.
Right.
So we get through the match, and it's looking really good. Like, there are some good spots. There's some great reversals. Like, I can't even sit up here and pretend like Ronda didn't look like this is the cold thing. Ronda looked like she can hold her own with Charlotte, who is the best in the business.
As far as this ring capability?
Yeah. But even when Charlotte is a heel, like on the mic too, she just goes up like an extra 5 points or 5 spots. However many spots she's away from the top. But, sidebar, I told my homeboy Ronda was getting booed that night, and she got booed.
Heavy. And apparently the way she felt after it was a shoot. I think she was actually legit upset at the fans. And if they say that, I'm definitely going to believe that just based on what we seen in UFC when she got smacked up a couple times, including from Holly Holmes, and she was just talking wild shit.
Well, I don't. Okay, so WWE is in bizarre land at this point with their fans because every time they do something to try and make someone a heel, it makes us love them.
Right, because they need more heels.
No,
But they-
they don't. Like, but one of those, I went to the show with last night. He brought up a great point. He was like, everyone is better. Everyone on the roster is better as a heel.
yeah.
Who's not better? Who on the roster is not better as a heel? And the only name I came up with was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, imagine that if he ever tried to turn
It wouldn't work.
at all. It'd just be weird.
Yeah. But the conclusion I got to that was not that, we need more heels or anything. It's just that the product has to be more aggressive. It has to be a little more vicious. It doesn't have to be Attitude Era extreme or violent. Because case in point, this weekend, David Arquette, who I hope is doing better, he damn near died in a hardcore match.
Yeah, that man got choked out with a light bulb. I ain't seen that since backyard wrestling.
That wasn't even choked out. Like, he got his throat literally cut.
Also, it was like he got it cut.
Yeah, he got cut. Like, he was bleeding a lot. He was bleeding. They had to stop the match and all. Like, y'all really want that type of wrestling back on television?
No. And then this will bring me to what I told you when we watched the NXT. Well, when I was watching War Games. So it'll come back to that once we get to NXT.
But, yeah. So, when Charlotte did what she did, straight up savage.
21.
Like, bro, everybody was like cheering and happy. They're like, yeah. I stood up and was giving a round of applause. I stood up like the niggas in Coming to America, just
right. More. Yes, Queen, more.
That girl good.
That girl good.
I thought Mark Henry was out there. I was about to scream sexual chocolate at Charlotte.
Nah, he was somewhere. He actually does a podcast now, right? With like with what's the name? Bubba Ray, and I think Big Show's on it as well.
That's an interesting mix.
It is. I'll send it to you. I still haven't listened to it. I'm just like, who came up with that idea? And I hope they don't tell any stories.
They better be careful with the stories. But nah, it's who else? What else is interesting?
Raw going streaking. They just like streaked there the whole show.
Yeah. Sidebar. Shout out to them for once a year just basically gangbanging on television with this red and blue shit.
21.
Like,
right, thinking we don't notice, and they did it out here.
Yeah. Like, you got Charlotte on Instagram with captions like "I bleed blue."
21.
Like, bruh.
What else did she say on Twitter that was like or Instagram? I forgot what she said that she posted yesterday.
I don't even know. I was like, bruh, she out here heavy crippling.
Right, she trued up.
Yeah. But
yeah, so the
I was waiting.
Raw just won.
I was waiting for Sasha Banks to be out here like.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah,
I don't think she a fan of Sailor Moon. I don't think no Sailor Moon characters was game banging. Well, probably so.
That's true.
That's yeah. So Raw going
6-0.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like
Also,
they can't get no wins.
Also, what the fuck did we have that big elimination tag team match for if it didn't count towards the regular score? But SmackDown won that one.
Yeah, and it was like I was confused because they said 10 on 10. I'm like, I ain't the smartest person. I seen like 12, 13 people on each side.
Yeah, but not everybody got in the match. But
what the fuck is a lumberjack tag match?
Well, that was the thing that still weirds me out is what was the point of that match? If not just to give people something to do. But
Basically. That's it. It's nothing else to it. Like I gotta get this paycheck real quick.
Yeah. So WWE, by not counting that match, just proving that the pre-show means absolutely nothing. It's just filler time, and we just don't want to pay people for doing nothing tonight. So they're gonna do something.
That makes sense.
Because there's no other reason to not talk about the pre-show.
Because I was actually kind of psyched to watch the pre-show, and I was like, nah. And the thing is, that could have went on in the middle of the show instead of Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. That could have went on, or is that his name?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, the Australian dude. That threw me off when that was in the middle of Survivor Series. I said, what?
I was like, this ain't no gang warfare right here.
I'm like, Ali got the mask on, mask off. I'm like, maybe that's it, but that threw me off.
But this whole night was supposed to be about gang warfare, and then we just get this neutral battle in here real quick. Like, yo, we either having a breakdance battle the whole night, or we not doing this. Like,
that would have actually worked out better. They had Carmella and R-Truth just be ambassadors for that random dance off.
Yeah. I don't mind the whole dance break thing with Carmella.
I don't either.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very cute. It's very cute.
And
she did the little backpack boy dance or whatever the kid is called. I said, okay, that's cute.
And it's dope that, I mean, when they turned her face, she went out and got R-Truth with her. So now we get to see R-Truth on TV every Tuesday.
That was, yeah. That was probably the best part of the show besides the Charlotte and Ronda match.
Yeah, the R-Truth moments.
This man really showed up like in the Raw locker room.
Like, what are you doing? It was like Mean Girls.
Get up.
You don't even go here.
Go across the hall. He's like, can I be on the SmackDown side? He was like, you already on SmackDown. Cool. Because there's a lot of turmoil going on over there.
They're like, what are you doing? You're not on the team. But
man, switch sides on this.
Yeah, man. I love R-Truth though.
He tried to get put on both hoods.
My favorite R-Truth moment gotta be when he went into the Royal Rumble and pulled a ladder from under the ring, and because he thought it was a Money in the Bank match or something like that. I was dying laughing.
Oh, this ain't it, Chief?
Oh, it's not what we doing?
Damn. Okay. Damn, I guess I gotta wait till next week. My favorite moment is when he first went to TNA in 2002 and he gave Ricky Steamboat that whole speech about being a minority trying to go for the NWA title.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and he ended up winning it. That was pretty dope. But then after he lost it, apparently he had to join with Road Dogg. I forgot his name in TNA. He had to join Road Dogg and Conan, which is not bad.
Nah, but
yeah, they had the New Age Outlaws had to go to TNA and call themselves Kip James and whatever I forgot his name. But whatever Road Dogg's name was in TNA, like we can't use the name, the badass Billy Gunn. I can't be called that.
Nope.
I can't be the ass man Vince in TNA.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. Vince owned everything now. Ever since in the 90s when everybody, like when Hulk Hogan and Macho Man jumped ship and he realized he didn't own those names.
Right.
Like, if it's not your real name, like Bret Hart owned his name, so he can call himself the Hitman anywhere he go.
Yeah, he probably was big mad when that happened.
Yeah. Like, my homeboy told me Big Cass, he still goes by Big Cass, but instead of the S's, he changed it to Z's.
Oh, no, he Big Cass right now. He looked like unemployed Cass.
Where he at?
Apparently he eating Vienna sausages and doing one push-up. That man looked like he bloated, champion.
Oh, is he in Impact?
No, he just on the indies, probably getting paid hot dogs.
Oh shit, yeah. You're doing that Ringling Brothers tour.
I mean, his boy about to probably get locked up, so It's better rather you than him.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that clown.
No, we got to.
No, nope.
All right, I'll talk about it for a second because I didn't, dude.
Because
I gotta get this off real quick. I'm gonna get it one take up.
It's just that was a desperate plea for attention, so giving it attention only validates it.
Listen, man. Teriyaki 69 just got locked up. All right. He's basically the pro wrestling version of Teriyaki 69.
Yeah.
With no Trey weight.
Yeah. So I that's all I want to say about that, Jude. Like,
you know what's so funny though, and then we can move on. Right when I was going, I was gonna text you as soon as you told me dude was in the building. I didn't even know until I went online after you told me. I was gonna say guard, and I promised to God a couple minutes later, the guards really came.
Yep.
That shit had me rolling. I was about to say guard, the Ha Davis quote, and the guards really came. I didn't know they was gonna kick him off. I'm like, well, he has a ticket, right?
Yeah, but that was to cause a scene.
Yeah, like, buddy, like them tickets is $600.
But the best part is he is now banned from the Staples Center in totality.
WWE should ban him, period, from all their shows.
They probably did.
They probably did already. He still showed up. Like, I could buy a ticket. Yo, imagine dude go to all the shows, the big pay-per-views for the rest of the year, just buying tickets and getting banned from just the arenas in general.
Yeah, remember the Young Bucks went to, I think, a Raw show, and then they got kicked out for doing that? Just to, like, crash the show and just to, like, to be a spectacle other than, like, bruh, that shit is mad corny.
Yo, white privilege is great. You can just buy a ticket just to go troll.
Right? Like,
it's just like, it's like rap shows. Like, I know most of them dudes in the crowd that be throwing shit be white because when they get on stage, they end up getting thrown off and they be a white dude.
Yep.
You're not going to do that in his show. NBA Youngboy gave this one dude a pass. I think 21 might. It's a knife you in your sternum.
Well, anyways, let's get back to the show. All right, so the best match we both agree was Ronda and Charlotte. What was the second best match?
Maybe seeing Daniel Cena. Oh yeah, say it with me real quick. Daniel Cena. Daniel Cena. Hey, John Cena went to go get the Hollywood bags, but somehow he got to somebody he used to be associated with.
Yeah, man.
Was that 21 as well?
Yeah.
That's the nice version of it.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't even the second. The Mustafa Ali, Buddy Murphy. That was the second best match, and I'm not even joking.
I saw someone who did say the Brock Daniel Bryan match is a 5-star match just because of like, but
Daniel Cena.
But my thing is, if you think that was a 5-star match, what the hell was the Buddy Murphy Mustafa Ali match? What the hell was this? But that's also the thing is like, so the thing about wrestling fans, wrestling critics, and all that shit is most like it's very hard to find someone who is like what's the word? Unbiased towards WWE or as partial as possible. Like you either get people who just want to shit on WWE all the time, like you know your man over there in the Wrestling Observer, or you want to get people who want to praise it for everything it does right and never overlook everything it does wrong. On
your buddy at the Wrestling Observer.
Yeah.
You know what he reminds me of? And the joke is, I think it's definitely working out because you don't see as many posts as you used to. I don't know if it's just one person at Bleacher Report, but that just talks about LeBron James all the goddamn time. he definitely reminds me of whoever. If it's multiple people, or just one person that's at Bleacher Report, like, nah, this is it, Chief. Like that 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, which is nothing to laugh over. But it's just like, bruh, every day we know that's a career average.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with WWE. It's just like that Buddy has every match is like, oh, this is fire, bro. Every single Braun Strowman match is fire.
No, that's not what's the name at Wrestling Observer. Wrestling Observer thinks like every New Japan match is just phenomenal. Every New Japan match.
We talking about the same dude, right? The same dude that fucking stands for Kenny Omega, who is all right at best. The Bucks of Youth, who is all right.
Nah, they're good. They all
right.
Like, they're good. It's just everything is favored. Like, okay, I'll put it this way. When they had that Long Beach thing the second time here, when it was the Young Bucks versus the Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah, we shouldn't have went to that.
They had that match where the Young Bucks, one of them hurt their back, and the Gorillas of Destiny were still struggling to beat them, barely got by beating them. And I was like, how strong do you want the Young Bucks to look as heavyweights? And how weak are the Gorillas of Destiny supposed to look where they can barely beat a bunch of, like, newly heavyweight people?
Or some they cruiserweights.
Yeah, but they're not in the heavyweight division, Young Bucks.
How did they get up to that? Well, because they going by the Japanese metric system. So they not junior tag team champions because they went up in weight.
Yeah, which they probably didn't go up in weight that much. They probably gained like 2 pounds, but
yeah, but still, it's just like with boxing. Like if you won over 146, then you no longer welterweight.
Yeah.
I do like that about Japan though. That metric system that they have, like they use it like weight class, like it is boxing. I do like that though.
Yeah, but anyways, overall, what would you give Survivor Series? Would you give it an A, a B, a C?
C minus. But that's every WWE pay-per-view this year for me, except for Evolution.
I would give it a B minus.
That's cool. Yeah, like what pay-per-view has been as good this year? Been as good as Evolution this year, or something close to it? Like I really can't. And I've watched all of them. I can't think of any.
The closest thing was probably SummerSlam. SummerSlam was pretty good. The one before that, where they had Roman versus Lashley, was decent.
I don't even remember what happened at SummerSlam. That's crazy.
But
yeah, I mean, this is why they promote their network heavy, because it's like $9.99. I'm never gonna complain. I got mine for 2 months free, so I'm definitely not complaining. I would have been kind of upset if I would have spent my money to go up there. And like I told you, that Saturday, I was like, it was a clutch moment in my mind. I was like, you know what, Chief? I'm gonna go ahead and save this little bread.
Yeah, but it was cool. I give it a B minus because the matches that I thought were bad were the women's elimination match and the men's Survivor Series match. And I don't think they were bad in the sense that they had good spots and all of that. I just think the decision making in it was really bad. Like eliminating Samoa Joe, like right
5
off
5 seconds in.
Yeah.
They really don't like this dude.
Yeah. Like, you know how long he was in that match? You know how many seconds?
21. And he looked pissed off. He gonna get a knife. He gonna get that machete in that face paint like he did to Scott Steiner.
Yeah. Like, bro, he ain't gonna win shit ever in WWE.
Nah, he gotta go. I mean, I don't know if he has any kids, but it's like, bro, you might, big fella, you might have to think about leaving.
And his, like, out of everyone in the match, him and Finn were the most over.
Right. He got that pop ASAP. And he got that pop because he's from out here. Well, Huntington Beach, so.
Yeah, but Ronda from out here, too, she didn't get that pop. Rey Mysterio from right down the way, he didn't get that pop. Joe got the pop the way, but this also something we was talking about is like, yo, Vince don't give a damn what we think. And that's what I said, like merch don't matter no more. Merch and all that other like this and that, it don't matter no more because if that was the case, Rusev would have been on the card. Rusev would have been champion by now had the merch mattered.
Man, Russo somewhere bending go, wait, he's so pissed off right now.
Yeah. But I mean, also we'll talk, but I mean they get paid so well that why would they ever leave?
Right, because that's why I don't really knock it anymore. I got to remember, this ain't TNA days. They are not 22, 23 anymore, or 21. Go ahead, play it. 21. I look like Conway. Conway now in the crowd. I'm watching Raw right now. I thought that was Conway. They not young anymore. Like we forget. Like AJ Styles is 41. Like yo, not 21, 41.
Yeah.
So 15 years has went by fast. So it's like at this point, it's just like, yo, like I did everything I can. I'm one of the greatest of all time. So because Samoa Joe definitely is, AJ Styles is definitely is. I keep saying to me, AJ Styles might be top 5 ever. But at this point, you've been to other promotions, you won titles there. Of course, with Joe, you want to win a major title on the biggest promotion ever. But at this point, it's like, hey, man, just become a legend at the bank because the checks might be straight.
Yeah.
They definitely better than TNA checks because they had a TV deal, but
no, they left the Indies to come over here. And the thing was, they made Joe NXT champion. Joe was doing his thing. He was out here looking like a true. But bruh, it's just like, how many people did we bury in the AJ Styles championship run? Only to have a heel Daniel Bryan finally win. Like we turned Rusev heel again, or at least tried to beat AJ. We had Samoa Joe being the most evil man in all of WWE.
Right.
Like he was messing with this man's family, and he couldn't win. We had Shinsuke Nakamura who hit AJ in the dick every chance he got.
Several times.
Like not a kick. He punched this man in the penis more times than I have ever seen anyone get punched in the dick.
Right.
He couldn't win. Then all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan come through, kick him in the balls, and hit him with a knee. And then he champion.
Hey, man. Ain't being white fun?
Yeah, man. We had, the foreign man, a Samoan man, and a Japanese man all test. What's going on over here?
You talking about the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of unprofessionalism going on. I had Raw up. I think I be thinking you don't hear it, but yeah.
Nah, nigga, this mic pick up everything.
I see. And I was doing that for research purposes. That's all.
You'd have watched MVP of the day right now for underestimating your mic.
I was really trying to hear what was going on between Baron Corbin and Ronda Rousey, but I couldn't really hear it.
Yeah.
We'll get better. Everybody that's listening, that will be listening, will get better. Or I'll get better, I should say, because I'm the one fucking up. No. I'm in the trap house watching Raw. Imagine that. With 21.
Anyway.
That would be great. That would be great, though. Imagine being in the trap house with you bad. Or Gucci.
Nah,
and yeah, nigga. Who was that?
That's Tupac.
Doug Life. Okay, I'm like, what? I thought it was Ross at first.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, WWE is in this place where we just have to laugh at it. Like, bruh, Roman, which get well, Roman, we still pulling for you. We still riding with you.
Yeah. It's about to be, that title ain't going nowhere.
But, bruh, Roman had to vacate the title and go take care of his real life situation. and all they did was shift Braun into Roman's position now because he do the same things Roman did. He squashed people the same way Roman did. He get beat up now the same way Roman did. We put all these odds against him. We don't ever let him beat Brock. We doing the same thing to him that we did to Roman. And it's going to make people hate Braun. And the thing is now people going to start to love McIntyre because they put McIntyre in Braun's old position.
Right. You'll see what happened tonight, but they basically, like I said, it seemed like they basically just beating his ass. Like everybody jumping him. Everybody like, we're just gonna jump him.
I saw the first hour. I saw the first hour.
Like, let's jump this nigga. Like, he ain't got no help.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what happened when here. Like, it's also the problem when Vince don't like stables because I mean, bro, what's wrong with the game?
Doug like,
they had the whole G to jump his ass today. He needed to call Nick. He need to call a couple people.
Yeah, man.
He called Bray. Where the hell is Bray Wyatt? I just thought about that.
Bray injured.
He is?
Yeah, he injured.
And Kevin Owens, right?
Kevin Owens injured? Yo, that'll be fire. Instead of bringing back the Shield, they bring back the Wyatt family.
More likely they can. They love doing that for merchandise purposes.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I could definitely see that.
I mean, that's what you go with now. Like, why not? But
might as well. I mean, bring back. That'd be hilarious. Bring back the Wyatt family, and Bo Dallas still not a part of it.
Nope.
Should be.
But anyway, let's get off of Survivor Series. Let's stay on it for one more thing. Because we're gonna talk about the best thing in it. Yo, all the smoke that Charlotte and Becky are dealing Ronda's way.
Man.
Like, this is what the Nia Jax Alexa Bliss feud should have been because this is real bullying.
Oh, it definitely is. And they beating the hell out of her.
They beating the hell out of her in real life. I mean, in a show, they bullying the shit out of her on the internet. They be talking big shit.
Wow.
Like, they talking extra spicy. It making me wonder, like, is 50 Cent ghostwriting for Becky on the Instagram and Twitter?
Nah, because 50 will take it to a whole nother level.
Hey, man, remember Becky said that thing about her, getting her jaw and hiding out for a year, so,
Yeah, what she said about Jericho's album was wild.
I mean, I like Jericho music.
It's decent.
How long did it take to get decent?
When was the first album? Like 13 years ago?
Yeah, when did it get decent? Like 4 years ago?
Something like it. It took a while.
Yeah, so he finally ended up getting good because he stayed around long enough. Like,
and let me be clear, I'm never gonna sit around and just listen to a full ass album.
Nah.
Damn, hold on 1 second. They talking about putting Tekashi in jail for life. God damn, New York.
Yeah.
New York don't play. God damn. Life? What is this? Yeah, let's go on this for a second.
Oh.
Yeah, let's talk about this for a second because I saw it this morning when I got up. So, criminal organization that indulges in robbery, murder, and drug trafficking. Yeah, that's life.
Yeah. Racketeering. Like.
So he was really living out. His lyrics wasn't. All I heard was blood, nigga, blood. That's all I heard his lyrics. But if he spoke a little bit more clear, it'd be like, oh, you really living your lyrics.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know he was platinum selling either.
I mean, platinum is such a weird thing now. Like, I don't even know what constitutes platinum in the streaming era.
Like 100 million streams, I guess.
Which that's cheating because fucking fans are trolls. Anyway,
Imagine if this is a troll.
it's
Like if this is a whole little media game or whatever you want to call it, if this was like him trolling, I'm gonna ask a lot more questions than I have before because I've always questioned like, is this dude real, so to speak?
It's the thing. How much like the thing you have to wait for is and see how real it is how involved is he in this? Like, is he one of the people who's keeping this going, or is
Yeah,
he, or is he
absolutely.
or is he just one of their big money makers and they just throwing him in there because he's a big profile name. It'll get attention on the case. It'll put pressure on him to talk. Things like that. Because don't be like, let's not get it twisted and make it seem like, oh, Tekashi really out here racketeering and doing all this other stuff. That doesn't necessarily constitute anything. They might just throw his name on those charges too, just to see, A, if they can make it stick, but B, even if they can't make it stick, like I said in a few episodes ago, they'll just overbook you with charges because at least some of those got to stick. So let's say Tekashi, like when they say life, that means he's gonna get a stupid amount of years, and it's basically life. But so when they
Stupid.
so let's say the funny thing is his album is called Dummy.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing that's you got to pay attention to in this is, like I said, they overbook people with charges. So let's say they can't get all those charges, all those racketeering charges on him. Like let's say they can't prove that he was racketeering for like murder and robbery. Let's say they can only prove like drug dealing. That racketeering for drug dealing is still probably a considerably long time. It's probably still got a few decades to it, or if not, at least a decade and some change.
12 years, because remember he still got that charge that he did a bargain for, the rape charge.
So that other one he could still go back to jail for 3 years just on that one alone.
Right, because he has a pending one too on another rape charge, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure, but so let's say that they can only prove racketeering, that he was racketeering weapons or drugs or something like that. Let's say that's 20 years. Let's say they can do a deal for, they knock it down to like, they're looking at like what, 15 years, which if it's federal time, you got to do 75% of your time. 75% of 15, off the top of my head, 7.5 is 7.5 is 50%. So 75% of 15 is what, like 11 years, 11 and a half years.
Yeah,
that's a long.
And then the gun charges in New York, shit. Bobby Shmurda, because of the charge they hit him with carrying a firearm or illegal firearm, and then the rape charges, not rape, I'm sorry, the murder charges that he was a part of as well. I don't remember if he did it actually, but he was associated with the person that did it. Yeah, New York with a firearm alone, that's 7 years.
Yeah,
I think they go by like LA. Every bullet for a legal gun, that's a year added on to it.
Well, so here's the other thing. So let's say Tekashi, like they say, they give him 15 years. They're gonna give him 15 years for this. If he doesn't, they can't book him. If they can only prove only a certain amount of things, and they give him 15 years. Like I said, 75% of the time, that's about 11 and a half years. Now throw the extra 3 years for the other charge he was going to do. So now you're looking at back to 15 years.
Yeah.
You don't think they're doing this to try and get him to turn on them? To talk?
I wouldn't do it. Because now, like I just read, and I can go back to report, it's gang affiliated. He's definitely funding that. I mean, they're gonna get him just based on seeing him flaunt thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars and buying jewelry, bags, and all that. They like, okay, they're gonna look at his account. They're gonna talk to his accountant because they have to get those files, and they got to see where all this money is coming from. Obviously, some of it's from the music, but it's all of it's not from no goddamn music.
Well, that's the thing is, like, are they like they were totally backing him because his name shot up out of nowhere.
Right, a year ago.
Like his name shot up with no backing, and all we knew about him was that he wore rainbow hair and that he was doing some crazy stuff.
And really loud with the blood stuff.
Yeah, and then that parlayed, and like look at the blood representation and love that he had, like for the video Billy. It was like the New York Hard in the Paint.
Yeah.
But that's it ain't looking good, man.
No. This year's been wild. This is gonna be a lesson year for a lot of the young people, man.
But it's
unfortunately it had to happen with 2 casualties, 3 casualties or so. And then if this dude get locked up, which more than likely is about to happen, like he get off this, I got a lot of questions. It's just ironic it happened this week when his new albums come out, but
that was so okay. I really hope we don't see free 6ix9ine chants and stuff like
that. Are you kidding me? We gonna see that. That's the first thing I thought about.
Like that's the thing I want hip hop fans to do. If someone really did something, we have to acknowledge that they got to go to jail.
No, they won't. That's never gonna happen. We've seen that forever. We know people that has relatives that did all that shit and then some, and we're proud about it. And they said, "Free, do not free that nigga."
Yeah, like
he is a danger to society. I seen people say free Suge Knight. I questioned everything after that.
Yeah, I was like, bro, why? Why? Like, not even like I can't even go into this and like, let's say 6ix9ine did all this stuff, and they have proof that he did all of this stuff, and you still out here screaming for why? Why?
Yeah,
just because
I'm definitely not gonna say free no goddamn rapist.
Not just that, but like if anybody did anything, like the Meek Mill situation is different because we understand what Meek Mill has gone through with the justice system and the way his arrest was felonious, and you know it should be thrown out. And anyway,
right?
I don't want to see anybody like if someone did something, they just gotta go to jail. That's it. Like it's not that big of a deal. They get out, and if they don't get out, maybe they shouldn't. I'm not a person who's like pro death penalty, but I have no problem with someone going to, like y'all saying free to all these people. We can't even get R. Kelly into like a happy.
We can't. Oh, Robert's name.
Huh?
I said, oh, the great Robert Kelly. His name comes back up.
Y'all screaming free Suge Knight. We can't even get R. Kelly probation.
They can't get this motherfucker locked up in a playpen. And he got everything right there.
Well, you might not want to knock that nigga up in the playpen. That might be a little too
by himself. Let me clarify that, by himself. No, that sound like criminal to him.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Leave him in there with the Rugrats. Angelica Pickles will have a fucked up day.
Absolutely.
But nah.
Angelica Pickles.
Yeah, I mean, also, do we really want rappers to really live what they say?
Yeah, because you should never said it.
See, that's the thing I don't really this and that. Like when you get in an interview, I think the creepier thing is like this is what we was talking about at the beginning. Remember, like I was saying, like when is hip hop going to like not be so misogynistic? Like you can still be sexually and explicit and sexually promiscuous without being so misogynistic. But it's the same thing with hip hop. Is like, is this going to make 6ix9ine more endearing because he was living what he was talking about? That don't make him a better rapper.
It doesn't. I don't know what can make him a better rapper except for actually writing some shit and not saying stupid about 100 times and yelling very loud.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Blicky with the sticky again.
I still don't understand what the fuck a blicky with the sticky is.
I don't think I want to. Well, we're gonna find out in this case.
Oh, they're gonna say, so you then said Mr. because his last name is actually Hernandez. How do I know that? I heard it earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, because I just read the report. Mr. Hernandez, did you then proceed to say that you're going to use the blicky with the sticky?
Blicky with the sticky. I repeat, licky, blicky.
Got icky.
With the sticky. Something sicky.
Did you then proceed to go ahead and scream Skull Gang afterwards? What is this? What is the Skull Gang? That kid do got a lot of gangs he affiliated with. God damn, son, you can't be with one.
Nah, man, this man is Shang Tsung the gang members. Like he just morph into whatever. But I mean,
He morphs into he a Power Ranger gang member.
Yeah,
the
man.
color just depends on the day.
Yeah, he like the Martian Manhunter of gang members. He could just body morph.
Right, just keep the fire away from him.
Yeah. But nah, that's something. Okay, so we revere people who go to jail, and we tend to love them more because they're supposedly real. We revere people more for getting shot because it makes them look tougher. We revere people for dying in violent ways because I'd rather have Bankroll alive. I'd rather have Extension alive. Like, dying in a blaze of glory, like, I just don't see why fans do this. Like, you know what's the most disturbing thing about Rick Ross?
What is it?
It's not the fact that he lied about being a corrections officer or lied about this lifestyle. It's the fact that he felt he needed to do it in order to be successful.
Right, where if he was just a good ass rapper,
but
it would have worked out.
But that's the indicator of like rap culture is like he didn't feel comfortable enough to just spit bars. Like he still grew up where he grew up, so he could still talk street stuff, but he felt he had to personify like a mafioso drug dealer type of thing in order to become successful. And the thing about it is he's not wrong.
No, because apparently they said he lived out his lyrics, but I guess he did the whole correction officer thing just in the meantime, in between time, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the bandos got low or he couldn't move to work. I don't know how it works exactly.
But it was just like it's different with Jeezy, where Jeezy got a little more loose talking later into his career because he admitted the statute of limitations was up.
Right, exactly.
Like that was it. That's the only reason he started talking a little more reckless in his records. The statute of limitations was up. Do you know how terrifying that is to hear? Like, that's realer than someone catching a case. That's realer than someone getting shot. That's realer than anything because he's basically saying like, yo, I can talk about these things now and mention these people that I'm affiliated with because I can't get arrested for it anymore. They can't bring these crimes up against me.
They can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, like
it's over.
Like catching a case, there's nothing dope about catching a case.
Absolutely not.
There's nothing dope about catching a case. There's nothing dope about getting shot.
Why did all the rappers try to make it seem like it was cool? We only heard 50 Cent say it probably like twice.
Well,
Everybody else like, yeah, I got shot.
50 was like, I got shot 9 times. And people tried to like say he didn't get shot 9 times. And I remember in an interview, he pointed out every single, like every single bullet wound. And someone was like, oh, he only got shot 4 times.
It don't matter if you get shot once, motherfucker, it hurts.
Yes. Like
one time too many, motherfucker, it burns.
Yeah, that's the ridiculousness of rap fans. So that's why I don't want to see no free 6ix9ine. I don't want to see.
You gonna see it.
I don't like. However you feel about the justice system and the court system and things like that, that's valid. I'm not going to sit up here and disregard that. However, what am I supposed to do in a situation where we know you did this? Am I supposed to sit up here and rail against prison reform and reform for the justice system just because? No, even when they get it right. Like, these are the stories that people tell to combat against justice system reform, because they got it. It sounds like they're going to get this right. But I say all that to say, I think a lot of this is to get 6ix9ine to roll over and give up people so he can not go to jail.
You think they gonna remove his face tattoos when he get locked up?
Nope.
Wash him off. Imagine him with rainbow hair locked up. Like that'd be crazy.
Yo, the wild shit would be if we checked in on him in a year and he still had the rainbow hair. I was like, nigga, who was a cosmetologist and a beautician back here?
No, they're going with. I don't, you know, I don't like to talk about that stuff, but they're gonna wear that dude out. The dude with no neck gonna be locked up with him. That's an internet star now, apparently. I don't know when this no neck dude appeared, but the internet worked fast as a motherfucker.
The nigga that looked like Bubble Bass off of SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah, the hiding the pickles under his tongue. Yeah. I said, yo, internet is the. When they say the internet bullies people, I understand why.
But this is the thing about 6ix9ine. If he's really as connected and as affiliated as he says, once he goes into jail, he'll be fine.
Yeah, but after 22 hours in a box, you'd be like, you know what? I don't even care about them affiliations no more. I'm affiliate myself with God. I want to get out. I can't spin around on my back. Well, he might be spinning around on his back. That's a different thing. At least he'll get to avoid the holidays, man.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting this shit is coming up. Why do I gotta spend my money to please people once a year?
21.
Well, I mean, that's just American consumerism. The way we show people we love them is by buying them things.
Because you buy people stuff.
I try to. I don't have a lot of money.
I try.
No.
Hey. You better than me. I tell everybody I ain't got it. That's the real 21.
Certain people I get stuff for. Certain people I just can't get nothing for because
21.
And I probably won't be able to get them nothing this year anyway because I'm trying to pay for a wedding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think holidays are for people that actually have money coming in. Like when you work a job, you're like, this ain't the 90s kids. I can't put it on layaway no more. The giraffe is dead. I can't go to Toys R Us.
Nah, what we used to do, my dad used to let us know, like he would hook us up after Christmas because they would have these big after Christmas sales. So Christmas presents to me don't like really mean anything on the day of to me because like I was used to getting stuff the day after this. Like I got stuff on the day, but I was also used to getting stuff afterwards too. Like afterwards,
that's a smart man.
Afterwards never bothered me. Like, but it's also like communication. Like, yo, he told us, like, yo, I'll get you something afterwards. Like, we'll go afterwards and we'll get it. It'll be the same stuff. It'll be on sale. And
I gotta say, this $10, beloved.
Yeah,
that's a smart man. That's I never thought about that shit. Yeah, fuck that. Wait till December 28th.
No, that's what I'll be doing now. Like. Me and the fiance, we're going to see if we can get each other a little small something on Black Friday. If not, we're going to wait until after Christmas. But I don't see like I think how do I say this without getting a little too wearing my black beret on? Like I don't want to sound like a Black Panther, but
You don't want to have your turban on like Nick Cannon.
yeah, like I ain't trying to be all Fred Hampton or Farrakhan about it, but
Stares Fair kindly.
Farrakhanically. But yo, the holidays is just time to spend money because
My brother, let me explain it to you. No, fuck that. I'll explain it to you. See, the man wanted us to celebrate on December 25th. Because they said that's when that man was born, on December 25th. But we know that man was not the man. He is the man that look like us. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, like the man, like yo, honestly, on Christmas, if we gonna worship any man, we should just put up a picture of Becky Lynch.
We should. That Nubian white queen, I might put a picture up right now.
Yeah, man, that's the man right there.
That is the man. The fact that she's saying the man and everybody, she said it last Thursday and everybody's like, you know what? She right. The man.
Hey, them shirts they had the man shirts at Survivor Series. That shit was sold out before the event was over.
That sounds about right. I didn't even know they had the shirts.
Yeah, the shirts.
Right, I know what I gotta buy next.
The shirts was out there. She was out there with it. I'm like, yo, I might have to cop me one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that too. I didn't even know they had shirts yet. And the crazy thing is, the shirts at the event way more pricey than they are online. They were like $35.
Oh yeah, well online they were doing at the same time they were doing 20% off belts, 40% off T-shirts, and it's probably gonna be an even bigger deal this Thursday night because of Black Friday.
Yeah, I already got the email about it. They was like, yeah, Black Friday sale going on. I said, all right, bet. I know how to get my Undisputed shirt. Undisputed Era shirt.
Yeah. You want to talk about NXT now?
Yeah, before we wrap it up. What's the best way? Oh, well, first of all, Velveteen Dream Hive, we was out there.
I love the fact that always throws you the fuck off.
It does. And I know it's coming, but I'm just like, all right. I never want to listen to another record about this dude again.
Hey, the records he got on the Metro album is dope as fuck.
Don't go outside that high when that high. 21.
Outside, bang outside.
21.
Don't come out the house because the gang outside.
21.
That shit's just funny to me. That's the funniest probably the verse I've ever heard in my life. My man said, you have no, what he said, you have no confidence, you want black people meet?
Yeah. Nah, remember he started off whispering and then in the middle of it, y'all thought I was whispering the whole time, huh? Like, this nigga high as hell right now rapping.
No, he had fun making that song. He really had fun because I'm like, yo, this sounds like a comedy skit.
Yeah, like that shit was hilarious. And still at the same time, very scary because he was like talking about when he was 13, he got his first strike.
Is that how you got the knife?
Yeah.
No, NXT. So we were out there, Velveteen Dream High.
Yep.
Hey, we really support each other. Nobody better not ever say we don't support each other because we saw it.
Yep. We was out there with it. Shout out to all the black folk in attendance. Like, yo, this is how wild it was. I would walk into my seat, and another dude who got the OGBC shirt on because we know what it is with that.
Yeah. You gotta throw something out there.
He looked at me, and he's just like, "Yo, where'd you get that shirt? Did you get that here?" Because I had the Velveteen. We both had on the Velveteen Dream shirt with the V on it.
Yeah, but you had that one and you had the do-rag. I was gonna ask you where you got the do-rag from. Did they sell that at WWE shop?
Oh no, I just had the do-rag. Yo, if we get a Velveteen do-rag, it got to be.
It's coming.
We got to get the Velveteen do-rag.
I'm surprised it's not out yet. Or he ran that by Triple H. Triple H is like,
What the
nah.
fuck is do-rag?
Right. What exactly? What's the do-rag? Something that your father-in-law wore when he was the ECW champ.
Like, does Drake wear it?
Basically, I think everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody in WWE, for the most part, especially the women, when it relates to hip hop, is just like Drake. Like, no.
Drake, Kendrick, that's it. But
You think K Dot? You really that's that's a little too woke.
no, I think Naomi and Sasha got them out there.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, that's a little different.
That's true. You don't think Naomi got Oscar out here listening to "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe"?
No, she got her listen to Moneybag Yo.
Yo, if Oscar one time I hear Oscar go yeah yeah yeah, I'm dying. I'm for real.
You gonna hear it, bro?
Yeah, man.
That playlist is low. Oh no, she definitely listened to City Girls.
Yeah, nah. She gonna have Oscar out here. She gonna have Oscar out here one day, just like
Take your network. I'm still like astounded where you getting the soundboard from.
don't worry.
I don't know where you getting these sound bites from.
21.
Anyway,
Yes.
let's go. So, what was your favorite match at NXT War Games?
Damn. I was just gonna stand out and be like, oh, the Velveteen match. It might be that. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it again because right now I want to say that the NXT title match, but I really enjoyed it. And I text you before the match started. I was like, man, because we had separate seats. I was like, man, it's Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano match. I know it's gonna be good, but I ain't really stoked for it.
Aleister Black.
Oh no, do it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so Johnny and Aleister Black. I was like 5 minutes into it when he did that spot when he flipped off the rope and Johnny kicked him in the face. I said, "Oh, this is a match, huh?"
Yeah. I was like, oh no, this is it, Chief.
Yeah, because they started off with the Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler match.
Well, to be fair,
that was fire.
We started off with Matt Riddle, who just got the hardest hitting drums of any entrance music of a WWE superstar. Like,
yo,
who drums hit harder? Like his or the New Days?
Oh, Matt's is hitting because he got that bass. And the funny thing is, my homeboy said it. He was like, that Matt Riddle entrance is fire. And I never listened to it. And then when I heard it in person, I'm like, yo, we get to produce this? Is Drummer Boy?
Yeah, like who on the drums? You get Southside?
Because and then all you hear is bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shouts out to him for not gonna help Alec Cassius Ono for still wearing the Sacramento Kings jersey. Yeah. He put him to sleep in a Sacramento Kings jersey.
Yeah, like I'm fine. I'm glad they turned him heel wearing that. Like, bro, you wearing a Sacramento Kings jersey, and you think everybody think you a face?
You wearing it in LA, where it's still a beef between the Sacramento Queens, and I'm not even a Laker fan. That's just what was going on in 2002. And you wearing it now. But the fact that you wearing it now, like, I don't even know where watch level is at, bro. Like, they doing all right. Shouts out to Frank Mason and Marvin Bagley, but it ain't it, Chief. They like 10th still.
Yeah.
But, the pre-matches, too. That was, and we talked about that, so it was like, it was cool to see Keith Lee, even though he was going against a jobber, to see him in person. Actually, that Nikki Cross match with Summer Rae, I was like, yeah, this is it, Chief. Like, that was started out like, oh, this is much better in person. Like, because I've been to Raw like 12 years ago, and that's the last time I've been to something. But seeing pro wrestling in person, I was like, oh, yeah, they cold. Especially seeing Nikki Cross that started out, I said, oh, yeah, she cold. We see it on TV, she cold. See it in person, it's like, oh, yeah, they good.
Yeah, no, she about it. What else? So yeah, what was your favorite match? Is it Gargano, Aleister Black?
Nah, I'm gonna stand out. I'm gonna go for the Velveteen because it's once again seeing it in person. Like we seen what he does from the attire and then what he does in the ring. But seeing it in person, it's like, yo, this dude is a fucking entertainer and a hell of a worker. Like this dude is a showman and he could work. Like, and the kid is only 24, 25, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we forget. But when he did those 3 leg drops, I said, oh yeah, he won.
Yeah, like, all right. So I text one of my homeboys who's a big Ciampa fan, and he was like, on the real, before I went into that match, I didn't want Ciampa to drop the belt.
Right.
Like, he was like, but watching that match, he was like, yo, if Velveteen wins, I have no problem with this. Like,
right.
Like, that's the cold thing about Velveteen. Every time he step out there, every time he comes out, he is winning more fans. And he is and he's not just doing it against, like, we got to really look at who he's doing this against. Like, so this all started against Aleister Black. He won the crowd over by the end of that match. Like, you can argue that he was, like, Aleister Black won that match, and before the end of the night, Velveteen Dream was more over than him.
Yes.
Then he has the fight with Cassius Ohno where he says he's going to knock Cassius Ohno out in 10 seconds. And he does. And then he doesn't realize, you know, you're in a wrestling match. He wins the match. Then he has the match with Ricochet. That's the only time I think someone got over more than him. And that's because Ricochet did this stupid shooting star press where he jumped almost halfway across the ring doing a moonsault. Like, the level of hang time you have to do a shooting star press that far is unbelievable.
Yeah, seeing it in person too with that flip when he did off the top of the cage, I was like, oh yeah, he was in the air for a minute. Or actually when he came off the ropes.
Yeah, and then we had the ladder match he was in with Ricochet and Adam Cole and Lars Sullivan and EC3 and all these people. And
that's for the title.
And once again, he shows out and he goes out there and he kills it. Like, he killed it. Unbelievable. You know, he comes out there to fight who was the next person he fought? I think after that was the Ricochet match. And then he has the match against EC3 where EC3 was like kind of the shit at that point.
Yeah.
But Velveteen was so good in that, and he had to call me up Vince on the trunks.
Yeah.
That by the end of the match, he had stole all of EC3's hype. Like, EC3 barely on TV right now.
That's crazy too. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, because he had a name, of course. He was a former Impact World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
But now, thinking about it now, I'm like, is he doing something backstage we don't know about? Because he really hasn't been on TV like that. This is a little weird.
Yeah, and it's not like when you watch EC3, he ain't trash. Like,
no.
My man can go. And he got a great gimmick and personality.
Right, and then you know that look, that's what Vince want, him and Kevin Dunn. So I'm like, but the fact that, okay, I thought I was the only one that noticed that. I'm like, he's been kind of quiet for the past 2 weeks. Is he hurt?
And then, you know, Velveteen just keep going. He get the match with Johnny Gargano. It's a good match on NXT. Then he get the match. Then we get to the Ciampa match. And, you know, my man come out in the Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
And I didn't notice that because, you know, I had some seats that wasn't all the way. You know, they was good, but they wasn't good. So I was like, I didn't even notice that. Then I seen it and I was like, the headband, I was like, oh, he doing that. That's hilarious.
And the best part, I still contend, the best part, if they would have just allowed him to do this, if they just would have let him call Tommaso Ciampa a nigger one time.
Or get close to saying it.
Yeah, one time.
It's dropped in. The part that had me rolling too is when Tommaso touched his hair, and I immediately heard the Solange song in my head.
Yeah.
Because he really had that look like you touched the perm.
Yeah. And then he just slapped the shit out of the back of his head.
Hard as hell. Like, don't touch my hair, boo-boo. Yeah. That shit was hilarious.
But, I mean, shout out to Tommaso Ciampa for really, really, I mean, you know, dude is incredible.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. we got to talk about Velveteen Dream. Everybody's saying, "Oh, Velveteen need more time. He needs this and that." Like, yo,
How much more fucking time do we need?
but let's be real. So this all started with Aleister Black, who is super over and super good.
Yes. A legit kickboxer too. Them kicks was like, oh yeah, oh you a fighter.
Held his own, was able to get in some offense and get some good spots against him. Had the North American ladder match, held his own with Adam Cole, the most over man in all of WWE.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Probably the most over man in pro wrestling right now.
Yeah,
we saw it in person, bruh. I didn't go without 10 minutes. I didn't go 10 minutes without hearing Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, we was outside and we heard it like 20 times. The shirts is there.
Undisputed is the most over thing in like it's Undisputed, Velveteen, and Becky Lynch. Those are the most over things in WWE.
No, and we had to see it because I want to say Becky Lynch number one. No, like when she came on the screen when they was promoting the Marine 6, it's the Marine 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm probably going to end up watching. Just fuck it, might as well. But when she came on screen, people were going crazy. From the beginning of NXT to the end, I heard Adam Cole, baby. I swear, countless times. So much that, I mean, I'm a huge fan of him too. I had to get up and do the stance. I'm like, fuck it, let's put these West Sides up.
Yeah, but so yeah. Velveteen's in a match with him, Ricochet, all these other accomplished people. You know, holds his own. He's in there with Cassius Ohno, a seasoned vet who can who can look good and carry anybody good. Velveteen is out there doing he's looking good, not just because Cassius is making him look good, because he is good. He gets out there with Ricochet and not only makes himself look good, but makes Ricochet look even better. Like, the person that helped Ricochet get over for the Adam Cole match was Velveteen.
Yeah.
So he's out there selling good and this and that. He gets the match with EC3. Ego versus ego. So now it's personality versus personality. Velveteen proves that his personality is just as good, if not better, than EC3's character personality. Also works just as well with EC3. Gets to the Tommaso Ciampa match. Everything that everyone else can do, Tommaso Ciampa can do. Tommaso Ciampa is a seasoned vet. He's over. He's a great personality. He can make you look good. He can look good while looking good himself. The character he's in, he's just as committed to Velveteen. Velveteen stands against him with no problem. No problem. No problem. He looks good in the match. His character, the promos, everything. Like, this man has proven that he can have chemistry with anybody.
Yeah.
So, if you give him time and this and that, like, this is why, like, I worry about the main roster, because they don't give you enough time to get chemistry with people.
No, not at all.
Like, if you want to talk about what really hurt in the main roster, it's just they don't have chemistry with each other like that. But
no, they don't have time to build. They don't have time to build a story arc with each other, because it's like, all right, let's move on to the next thing. It's like, bruh, unless it's one of the main people, you're gonna have 20 matches of the same match. It's like, bruh, how many times we saw Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles this year?
Yeah, or like on TV, like we were supposed to get Braun versus Baron Corbin. Right after they announced that, they put Baron Corbin and Braun in a 6-man tag match where they're gonna touch. Like, it don't feel special.
No, not at all. There's no build-up.
No. Like next week we're gonna have Braun versus Bobby Lashley, and then the week after that we're gonna have Braun versus Dolph Ziggler or Drew McIntyre, and then we're gonna have Braun versus Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, and then we're gonna have Braun versus Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Dolph Ziggler. Like, bruh.
Right. Get him a tag partner, at least some.
Let him fight AOP. Let him fight.
Team up with him.
Yeah. Let him fucking fight Elias and Finn Balor. Let him fucking fight the B team or something. Like, do something with all these other people. Y'all just be putting the same people out there, so y'all don't want other people. But anyways, let's get back to NXT. The match of the night. Yeah,
That ain't no fucking fumble.
I'm at a toss up between Velveteen and Ciampa and Gargano and Aleister Black. But let's talk about the War Games match, bro.
Oh yeah, I'll let you go ahead, and then I'll have my take about the War Games.
So, bruh, like, Undisputed is so dope, and the crap part is the safest spot for them is 205 Live. I just look at them and I'm like, yeah, they might as well send all of them to 205 because other than like Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, they're not about to put Bobby Fish or Roderick Strong on like that. But
and that goes back to what we talked about outside too. You got to bring all of them. You can't just be like, all right, Adam Cole, you go here, everybody else go to this one. You don't like your merchandise money?
Well, the Adam Cole shirt gonna sell regardless.
But it's not to me, it's not gonna be the same because we remember seeing him by himself in ROH as well as Roger Strong in ROH and I can't was he in another promotion? I just remember ROH. So we used to seeing both of them individually in those promotions, yes. But now, like we just said, every fucking 5 minutes I hear Adam Cole, baby. What is that associated with? Undisputed Era. If he say it by himself, it's gonna have the same effect, but it's not gonna be as hyped as it is if you have all of them together.
No, you're definitely correct. But I mean, the match in itself, the match was great. The match was, I didn't know how they was gonna top last year, but they actually did.
Yeah,
They had great spots. I mean, everyone had a beautiful and brilliant spot. Like the War Raiders, bruh.
yeah. There's some big ass dudes be moving like that.
Like if you didn't know the War Raiders was that cold, all that tell me you wasn't watching they New Japan matches against Gorillas of Destiny. Because
I was watching them when they was in I think ROH, yeah.
Yeah. But yo, when they was called War Machine, but yo, the War Raiders are fire.
Yeah.
Like they are so good. But everybody in that match is cold as hell. Like Ricochet, cold as hell. Pete Dunne, like he might be the best in like out of everybody in that was in that ring, he might be the best in out of all of them.
Nah, you see what I keep saying about him and Velveteen. They are the future of the business. Both of them, they both under 30 years old.
Yeah.
And they cold. Two totally different type of workers, but they both just have it. I'm like, yo, because I think Pete is only 24, and I think the same age of Velveteen Dream. They both are definitely the future of the business, though.
Yeah, like, bro, they're just really good. You have the spots with the tables and from jumping from one ring to the other, and like, you know.
Okay, so this is where I want to get to with that. It was dope. Still, 20 some odd years later, to hear ECW in the crowd, that was sick. I understand why and it comes on the eve of the whole David. It's ironic that we went the same day that David Arquette damn near died. I wouldn't say dope, but it's crazy. It's ironic. Yeah, all that extreme shit is not as fun as I thought it would be. I thought it would be pretty good, like to see. I mean, I'm not animal. I don't have animalistic, tendencies. I don't want to see somebody get head smashed in with no chair or anything like that. Even though we know they kind of fold them in a little bit, so it's the way they throw it, and they kind of fell back on doing that just because of the whole concussion protocol that's going on. But seeing it after a while, I was like, all right, we can kind of wrap up the match now. I've seen enough for this.
Yeah, but the thing about Extreme that I'm cool with is like tables, chairs. Okay, I'm cool with. I don't need to see people get hit with fucking fluorescent lights or
Right. Which was talked about years ago when backyard wrestling was a thing. And the Juggalos, the Insane Clown Posse wrestling promotion or whatever the fuck they had. That was the same thing that was going on. It's like, yo, why are y'all using lights and it's mercury? It could potentially be mercury in that. And somebody actually did die from mercury poisoning.
Yeah. But like, I understand it gives off a nice effect, but like, bruh, you don't need that. Like, the way wrestlers are so capable that, like, if NXT has proved anything, you don't need a weapon at all to tell a compelling match.
Thank you. It doesn't tell a story to it. That's why I worked best with the War Games match, because they were using these weapons to tell a story and it worked perfect. But when it's just like, I want to throw 100 chairs in there and fluorescent lights and just hit each other and that's going to go over, not really, my guy. And you're all fucking each other up.
Yeah. But let's talk about, before we get out of here, Ricochet's double move.
That's the only time I'm like, all right, cool. Ricochet is all right, because I think he all right. I've never been a Ricochet guy. I've never been a Prince Puma guy. He all right. And I don't look like this nigga, so people got to stop saying that shit.
You just mad because people say you look like it.
I don't look like this nigga, bro.
But yo, what you call it? Ricochet is fire.
He cool.
You just mad.
No. I'm dead ass. I like the high spots. That's cool, but all right. I've seen enough of his matches before he even came to NXT. I've seen enough of his matches. It's like, all right, he cool. The Keith Lee match is the only one I could watch all the way. Unless he's with somebody I really like, I'm like, all right, he cool.
Okay.
I like shouts out for the TK meme for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that the Take Keith meme? I forgot what they said when he was in the air doing that spin and got kicked.
Oh yeah. When he got super kicked by Adam Cole.
Yeah, they had to take Keith.
Adam Cole's leg and Ricochet's face was these niggas.
Yeah, those will never get old, and it worked out perfect with that.
Yeah. But man, it was a beautiful week for wrestling, man. It really like, if you were a fan of it, I don't know how you look at this, and so your feelings on WWE will never change, because I mean they're gonna let Brock be Brock. We didn't talk about how Nia just like completely got booed out the building,
and flicked off.
Yeah, but it don't even fucking matter.
Just know she got heat. Maybe it was unintentional. I think at this point it was a work, maybe, or they just like, we're gonna make this work.
But like, everybody got to chill with this. Oh, she's a dangerous worker, and we need to send her back to learn how to wrestle again. Like, bruh, y'all don't remember Owen Hart damn near killed Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah,
like he damn near killed Stone Cold. What's her name? Alexa Bliss got a concussion and had to chill out. Then she got another concussion and didn't report it, and had another concussion after that. She suffered multiple concussions.
Yeah, that's why it's rumored she might be done, because she done had too many concussions. They're not playing with that at all.
No, and the thing about it is, like, once you get a concussion, it's really like, so the thing about concussions is there's no timetable on when you heal. But the other thing is, once you, like, some people will become prone to, like, that's why Corey Graves had to retire. He was concussion prone.
Yeah. That man was a Troy Aikman of wrestling.
Yeah. And it's not good for you. And the thing about it is, when she got her second concussion really shortly after that, she didn't report it, and she got a third concussion.
Right.
So we don't know when she's going to be back. We really don't know when any of these things. Like, all we know is it might be it for her, which would be sad, because we just lost Paige, and then we're going to lose Alexa.
It's a physical sport, man. We've seen it in person. Now that I'm like, yo, they don't really understand this is a physical sport. It ain't football shit. It definitely ain't boxing, but it's something close to it.
Yeah, there's that.
Any move could be your last move. Just remember draws.
Yeah,
that was with like the man is in a wheelchair now.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown's still out here wrestling. He was at the PWG show too.
He still feel bad about that too, and I understand. Like it's the same thing with Owen Hart. It's just like, bro, like, and God bless Owen Hart, but he feel bad about it because it just happens. It's the sport.
Yeah, and it's just like it's unfortunate. Nobody ever is out here really trying to injure people.
No,
you know,
because it won't benefit you if that person is hurt too.
Yeah, but this is what I told you. The thing that Vince is best at is not being proactive, is being reactive. So when he saw the Nia shit, he was like, oh, okay, I can get a bag out of this because I know how to this and that. You know, he was like, I can make this work.
He definitely is savage. He's like, I'm going to get this $10 million deal from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and I wouldn't, like, the thing is, they should really start calling her the face breaker. They should. I told the homeboy, that should be her finishing move.
Until she really start knocking more people the fuck out.
Nah, that should be her finishing move is the punch.
Bro, I don't think she's gonna throw a punch. That's the reason why the girl got knocked out.
Bro, she been throwing punches and all this stuff throughout her whole career. She ain't like this is the first person she hauled off and punched in the face. But we got to remember earlier this year, Brock took a knee to the face from Braun a little too strong that he didn't like, and he just jumped up and punched Braun.
And told him to slow the fuck down. And the thing is, he didn't really punch. Like he stole on enough where he could feel his power. But if he would have really hauled off and hit that man, ain't no more getting these hands, bro. You ain't gonna have no more. You ain't gonna understand how to use hands.
Nah, you're gonna be missing some teeth. You gonna have to get these dentures.
You talking about teeth? I was gonna say he was gonna be missing the left side of his brain.
I don't know, but yeah. What would you rate? What would you rate NXT?
A solid A. Yeah, I mean, because I can't solid A.
Like the letter A.
Yeah, A.
Okay.
I got to go that far just because we've seen so many, and I mean, the war games or takeovers have always been fire. I can't, off the top of my head, can't think of an okay or a bad one, but seeing this one in person, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And once again, it was two people that clapped in front of me. Shouldn't have been more, but I understand. But once again, when Triple H came on the screen, once again, thank you, Triple H.
Yeah, shout out to Triple H. Get well soon, bro.
That man saved the business.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, 205 is fire. The moment he took it, all of a sudden they start having dope matches. Like, did you watch Leo versus Cedric?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and that finish at the end really had me rolling.
Yeah. But that's also someone who understands wrestling and understands what people can do. Like, that's the sad part about Vince at this point. Like, this is why I don't love certain certain people who love WWE the way they do. I'm gonna send you the name of one of the dudes who I think is just too big of a WWE stan on Twitter. But it's just like, bruh, WWE does a lot of good. They also do a lot of shitty things. They do a lot.
Right.
And
I just try to stay away from the main card list of SmackDown. Like I'll be up there tomorrow. And just like, it's the last day. They'll be in LA for a while and the man might be on the show and Rey Mysterio. That I didn't think about it earlier today. I was like, I might want to go. Rey Mysterio is about to be 44 years old. I didn't even know he was that old.
Rey Mysterio
and his knee problem. So
Rey Mysterio and Alex Jones are the same age.
Yeah, you keep telling me Alex Jones is under 50 years old, and I still don't believe that.
You know what the sad part is? We be seeing pictures of him with makeup and people trying. Like, that's making him look as young as possible with effort. Imagine looking at this nigga waking up. That nigga must look like 77. He must be look like Clint Eastwood.
Hey, man, that's from racism and going to goddamn Chick-fil-A every day.
Yeah, mostly racism. Like, bruh.
And chasing people on the street.
I want to see, like, a very healthy, good-looking racist person. Because I ain't found one yet. Like,
you never will.
Yeah, Alex Jones supposedly 44. He looked like he's 74. And Coulter looked like the Crypt Keeper.
The Crypt Keeper.
Nah, she do. She looked like Skeletor.
That basically like stepped on celery sticks. Listen, they said God don't like ugly. Well, there you go. Because it's a bunch of like you right. I never really thought about that. I'm like, damn, you right. I never seen an attractive racist person.
No, you ain't never seen attractive races. Like Tommy Lauren got like 3 more years, and then all of a sudden she gonna end up looking like
she trolling. God damn, Patrick.
What's going on with the game?
I think she's been trolling us this whole time.
Nah,
I keep saying that.
She racist. She racist.
But she only listens to Beyonce on Saturdays.
That bitch lying. You also, just because you listen to a black artist don't mean you're not racist. Like, you know how many people like that's one of the few places that they give us credit and they like respect us and honor us is in this form of entertainment because niggas is
right. They want you to just dance. Didn't she say that, or one of them said it? Somebody on Fox said it.
Yeah, to shut up and dribble, the Laura Ingraham lady. That's another lady.
Okay, that's it.
This lady looked like a lady Alex Jones. Like,
I heard of the name. I don't think I've ever seen her. And even if I did, I might call the bitch Alex Jones.
Yeah. That bitch looked like a piece of chalk.
Yeah, we'll never see an attractive racist person. You can't just be hateful and pretty at the same time. Like, you can't have everything in life, beloved.
Yeah, no. That's how you know certain people ain't racist. They're attractive. Like, yo, Hugh Jackman, people think he's fine as hell at 50. Hugh Jackman ain't racist.
He Australian too. They seem like they don't stress about shit. The only one that seemed like they got too much turmoil going there, like she stood in the hood too long. Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, but like, really think about that. Go find someone you think is racist, and then just go look at them and look how they look comparative to their age. And you don't even have, like, I'm not even talking like I'm talking famous 44-year-olds and non-famous 44-year-olds. Like, I know 50-year-olds that look better than Ann Coulter and Alex Jones, and their skincare routine ain't probably nearly as fire as theirs.
No, they probably the best they do is probably drink water.
Yeah, bro, you gotta stay away from that mosquito outback life. The mosquitoes don't want to eat on you. They want to eat on you more when you got racist blood.
Nah, all that hate, that shit's equivalent to heaven.
It produced more glucose in the blood.
Right, like I can't take this shit.
If
Mandy Rose is racist, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, she might be the only fine racist that exists, and I don't think she's racist either because she's too fine to be racist.
She too fine, and she wear Fashion Nova. Listen, we talked about Fashion Nova. All the women I know wear Fashion Nova. Trust me, I know who they talk to.
Yeah, they might say nigga, but I don't. That's a different thing.
Yeah, she probably say it under her breath if she ever does say it. I don't want to accuse her of anything.
Her teeth. Like, that's another way to check if someone is racist. If they white,
racist teeth.
Yeah, like they got they look like a fucked up railroad. They racist. Can't.
She got little teeth. She ain't got bad teeth. She got them little past dispenser teeth.
Oh, okay. She got an overbite or an underbite?
I don't know the difference. She got little teeth. Okay. I check women's teeth. I don't care.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, if they look like yellow tombstones, then they might be racist.
Oh yeah, she might not be racist then.
Okay. Good.
Them teeth is white.
All right. You got a song for the exit?
Yeah, my song of the week is I want to go with Jaden Smith 10 10 10, but instead I'll go with 10 10 10. It's just 10 10. My song of the week is by 2 Chainz featuring Ty Dolla, Girl's Best Friend.
Right.
21.
Yeah, 21 is not in that song.
I know. I still just want to do it. Oh, okay. My song is washed as fuck. It's Replay by Ayaz.
I wish I knew what that was, and it sounds kind of familiar.
I'm gonna play like a short bit of it.
Black Friday is coming up fast, so act now to save on
Advertisement.
gifts for your friends and family. Groupon.
Here we go.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't.
Hell no. Now I remember that bullshit.
That song popped into my head for whatever reason a couple days ago. I was like, okay, this is my song.
Why I thought that was dude from Gym Class Heroes the whole time.
Nah, that's a different dude.
Another dude that is like, all right, we're gonna get this bag real quick and disappear.
Yeah. Nah. I don't know why that song popped in my head, but I was like, yep, that's the watch song of the week.
That definitely is, because I ain't heard that shit since Radio Disney went out, probably.
Yeah. I ain't heard that song since that year ended.
Yeah, what year was that? 07?
It must have been it was 2009. 2009.
Damn.
That's when everybody was
I
trying
feel like it was way later than that.
everybody's trying to get that Black Eyed Peas Flow Rider money.
Yeah, I keep saying over and over and over, I want to have this discussion about Flow Rider and more so about Pitbull. I really want to see Pitbull's royalty statements. Like, I want to see all them royalty checks.
Oh, bro, he so well.
Let's just go by a year. Let me see the check. I don't even want to see 07 through 09s because that shit probably looks like ridiculous.
Everybody else trying to see Trump tax returns. We trying to see Mr. Worldwide. Got it.
No, absolutely. Because, bruh, them features he was getting, they talked about Wayne doing features. No.
Pitbull.
All right. Well, let's get up out of here. Episode 21.
21.
We're going to end it like that. 21. I might do like James Brown, then we're going to get out here. Hit me.
21.
One time.
21.
Two times.